student, welcome to your class 10 biology class, in which today we will continue our chapter number 13, that is the sources of energy. And today we will study the topics biomass energy and geothermal energy. In last video we discussed about the wind energy and the solar energy. So let's begin our topics. First one, that is the biomass energy. Before starting this topic, I want to ask you, what is a biomass? You can tell me? Yes. Biomass is what? Understand it. Dead parts of plants and trees and waste material of animals are called biomass. That means the dead part of a plant, either it is a leaf, it is a stem, root, branch, flower, etc. Everything that is dropped down from the plant or tree is dead material of plant and tree. So dead part of plant and waste material of animals, that is the excretas, we can say, they are known as the biomass. Why? Bio that means living and mass means material. तो living organisms का वो material जो उनके लिए useful नहीं है, और उसके through when we attain the energy or we get the energy for our different purposes, then it is called biomass energy. It is the renewable source of energy. That means we can't think about it that how we get it or how we arrange the dead parts of plants or waste material of animals. It is lots of on our earth and we found it very easily on our earth. So it is a renewable source of energy. Now, what are the examples of biomass energy? They are wood, charcoal and cow dung. We read them one by one. First one, wood. As you know about that, wood, it is a biomass energy sources, but it is not a good fuel, or we used as a fuel wood for a long time. You know about in villages till now, in some houses wood are used as a fuel, or we can say source of energy, but it has many disadvantages. What is? First one, it produces lots of smoke, okay, and second one, it does not produce much heat as we require. As you know about that, Sri Narendra Nath Modi, which is our Prime Minister, he create a program, that is the Ujjwala Gas Yojana for the village women, through which they cannot suffer with this smoke problem and protect from the many diseases that causes by this smoke. So nowadays wood is not used as a fuel in some parts of India, but little bit in some villages till now wood is used as a source of energy. Second one, charcoal. Before starting charcoal, we understand what is the charcoal. Some people increase the efficiency of wood to burn them and change them with the technology in a new substance that is called charcoal. So what is the definition of charcoal? When wood is burnt in limited supply of air, that means when we say about the air, that means oxygen. So when wood is burnt in limited supply of oxygen, then the wood is converted a material or substance that is called charcoal, and it is a better fuel than the wood. Why? From here questions are arises, that one, why charcoal is better fuel than the wood? So answer is, first one, it has higher calorific value than the wood. Second one, on burning charcoal not produce lots of smoke, or third one, it is easy to handle the charcoal, and fourth one, it is convenient to use. So these are the advantages or benefits to use the charcoal as a source of fuel beside than wood. Now cow dung. Cow dung is not a good source of energy. As you know, like wood, it also generates lots of smoke that is causes lung cancer in the women. So it produces lots of smoke, it not burn completely, and it produces lot of ash as residues and has low calorific value. So nowadays cow dung is not used in the villages as a source of fuel. Beside them, cow dung energy. What is that biogas? Biogas, it is a mixture of different gases in which methane gas is a major constituent that is present in 75%, while other gases like hydrogen gas, carbon dioxide gas and hydrogen sulfide gas are present in small quantities. So methane gas is the main source of, or we can say is major constituent of biogas. Biogas plant I draw here. Look this diagram. I draw the typical biogas plant. In biogas plant you can see some special structures. First one is the digester, then slurry box, then fertilizer box and a gas tank, or a small pipe like structure is present at the top of the gas tank, that is known as gas outlet. Now this structure is covered with a thin layer of soil through which we keep them as a anaerobic, because in biogas plant the condition will be anaerobic, then the methane gas will be produced. Now look here, what is slurry? Question is arise here that what is slurry? Slurry, vegetable peels and peels of fruits and the cow dung plus some amount of water when mixed with each other, then the mixture is known as slurry. सब्जियों के छिलके और जो फ्रूट्स के छिलके हैं उनको जब हम काउ डंग के साथ मिक्स करते हैं with the help of water, then it is known as the slurry. And this slurry we keep it here and sometimes it reach the digester. In digester, why it is called digester? Because in this digester these all material, or we can slurry, is digested with the help of anaerobic microorganisms. Anaerobic microorganisms, which one? That is methogen. Why we call them methogen? Because they produce the methane gas. So anaerobic microorganism decompose the cow dung and the water slurry, okay, in the anaerobic conditions. That means in the absence of oxygen. After some days, when we covered this gas tank or digester with a tightly covered structure, then after a few days a gas mixture of gases is present here, that is releases, or we can collect these gases from this gas outlet and use to produce the electricity in our daily purposes and in our agriculture purposes also. That means to grow the crops with the help of tube wells. And the residues that is present at the base of gas tank collect in this fertilizer box, that is used as a manure in our fields. खाद के रूप में भी हम उस रेसिड्यू को क्या कर लेते हैं, यूज़ कर लेते हैं, जो गैस बनने के बाद हमें गैस टैंक में या डाइजेस्टर में हमें अटेन होता है. एंड this manure is very good for our crops. Yes children, listen and read it carefully. This manure is very rich in the phosphorus and the nitrogen elements, so these are very good for our crops. So what are the advantages of gas plants? First one is the burns without smoke. Second one, heating capacity is too much high and leaves no residues, because that is present is some residue, we can use it is as a manure in our fields, and this manure is rich in the nitrogen and phosphorus, that is better for our fields. So hope you understand about this gas plant easily. Draw this structure in your fair notebooks also. Now we are talking about our next topic, that is the geothermal energy. What is the means of geothermal? Geothermal, geo that means earth, thermal means temperature. That means you know, or you study in your history classes and geography classes, that in earth, or we can say on earth, inside the earth, some places or some regions are present where some temperature is present. The scientists use this temperature to generate the electricity, and so the heat energy that is getting from the molten rocks and used to develop the energy is known as the geothermal energy, or we can say the heat exists in the form of form of molten rocks or in the form of steam inside the earth is known as geothermal energy. So I draw this structure, please understand it. The regions where inside the earth temperature is present with the help of molten rocks दैट नोन एज द हॉट स्पॉट, वो प्लेसेस जहाँ पर कि अर्थ के नीचे जो चट्टानें होती हैं उनके थ्रू आपका टेम्परेचर डेवलप होता है, उस रीजन को हम क्या कहते हैं, वी कॉल देम hot spots. So when in these hot spots, through the reactions of molten rocks inside the earth, some water is also present. The water is heated and steam is generated. We get this steam with this pipeline, and this pipeline is connected with a turbine. And I told you earlier classes that when the turbine is rotated with any pressure, or we can say with the pressure of steam, then electricity will be generated, and this electricity we will use in our different purposes, just like in our factories also. So now we are talking about that where are geothermal energy is used. In India, in Madhya Pradesh, geothermal energy is used for different purposes in different factories. But in world, America and New Zealand, these are the two places where geothermal energy is used as a source of energy. So today we complete our two topics. First one is the biomass energy and second one is the geothermal energy. Hope you enjoy and listen carefully to my topic. Thank you class. Thank you so much.